Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Mr. Kadim Khan and I am a lecturer in the Institute of Computing, Kuwait University of Science and Technology. Today we will take lecture number 28 of the subject of software quality engineering, in which we are going to discuss the software quality costs. Dear students, software quality cost is very much vast and comprehensive topics. So why we are dividing these topics into two different lectures. In these lectures, we are going to discuss the basics of software quality cost, while in the upcoming lectures, we will discuss the classical process model of the software quality cost. In these lectures, we will discuss some basics about the software quality cost, their reasons of occurrences, and then different statistics in the US market about the software quality cost. So it's very introductory and also very much informative lectures that will also show you the importance of software quality engineering in software organizations. So stay tuned with us. This is the discussion agenda. It contains the topics of the cost of software quality. Here we will discuss what is the cost of software quality. Why do we need cost models of the software quality? Means that why we want to calculate the cost of the software quality. Then we have the business value of software testings. Major field or major phase in the software quality is the software testing. So what are the outcomes of the software testings? Then we have calculation of software quality cost. Here we will discuss different metrics used to calculate the cost of software quality. Then we have the actual cost of the software quality. Means that here we will give you some statistics that what should be the actual cost on the quality of the software systems. Then we have the cost of software quality, means that the cost that is occurring on the software quality. And here we will present you the United States malicious cyber cost on the software quality in the year of 2018. That how much the cyber attacks has costed the United States in the year of 2018. And at the end, it's very important to understand that how the technology will help us to reduce the cost of poor quality softwares. So that's very interesting topics, and these are in fact the essence that will tell us that why software's quality is very much important for us. If we define the cost of software quality, then the cost of quality, that COQ, is in fact the measurements that has the quantifiable values for the cost of control and also the conformance cost and the cost of failure of the control and non-conformance as well. So here it is in fact the addition of two different costs. First is the cost of control or conformance, that we have to find out that whether this project is as according to the standards of the users, or whether this project is not according to the standards of the user. Then the cost occurrence on both of these factors are added together to compute the cost of the quality. Now, in other words, we can say that the cost that is related to prevent and detects or defects, and the cost due to occurrence of the defects is added or sum up with each other to make the quality cost. Here it means that the cost of prevention and detection of the defects is certain techniques that are used to first identify the defects and then prevent the defects. That is the cost, and plus the cost of occurrence of the corrections, that is occurrence of the defects, as well just that is the detection of the defects. So all these costs are combined or sum up with each other, and that's are called the cost of the quality. Now, by the other definition of ISTQB, where ISTQB is the International Software Testing Qualifications Board, they have defined the quality cost as like Total cost, which occurs on the quality activities and the issues and the often splits into prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, and the external failure cost. So the quality costs are added up with the help of measuring the prevention cost of the defects, means that the defects, the cost which will prevent the occurrence of the defects. Appraisal cost, that means the cost which occurs on the appraisals are the approval of the certain standards. For example, CMMI standards approvals or ISO standard appraisals, that cost occurring on that particular standards approvals. And internal failure cost. Internal failures cost means that the software which has been failed due to the internal structures and the cost of identifications of that structures, that means the internal structures failures identifications, which means that the black box test, that is the white box testing identifications here, means that the code failures identifications and the cost occurring on that particular identifications of the failures, and the external failure cost including that the cost of the failure of the project due to the external reasons, means that due to some black box testings cost, that is to identify the failures of the system due to the black box usage. Similarly, another definition which is defined by the QAI, where QAI is the Quality Assurance International. That means the money which is spent on the expected productions cost, including labor, material, and equipment, and to ensure that the products the customer receives a quality that is defect-free products. So that means that by the QAI definitions, that the overall budget that is spent on the expected production cost, means that the true products that has been provided to the customers with the higher quality attributes, and all the neighbors material and equipment cost occurring on that particular quality measurements, and that makes to ensure that the products the customer receives is of a high quality and that is defects free. So these are two standard definitions of the software quality cost here. Now, why do we need cost model? That's very important questions, that we need the cost models because the distributions of the cost to different software quality assurance tasks, means that we want to make sure that the overall budget that is occurring on the quality should be divided into multiple sub-phase of the process that is used to implement the quality in the product. So here we will divide or distribute the overall budgets to different phases of the software quality improvement processes. And the second reason to calculate the cost of the quality is because to analyze the effect of cost models, means that to make the quality cost model that is the effective, then we have to measure the cost models. The third one says that redistribution if necessary, means that we will provide the redistributions if it is necessary, and the redistribution is of the quality standards on the products. Justification to top management. First, the cost model we calculate because we want to satisfy the top management that we also need the quality and we also need to cost on the quality as well. So just to make justify or to make sure to the top quality to top management officers that we need higher quality products, that's why we need this cost, because that quality products will provide the honor and dignity to the development organization, and as well as it will also um, satisfy the customer as well. Now, similarly, There are another reasons that must be keep in mind to when we need to calculate the cost models. So more and more commercial companies or the public organizations requires economic evaluation of their quality assurance systems. For example, we have many commercial companies and public organizations because their main focus is on quality, because they have to compete with another organization and companies. That's why the quality cost model must be measured and their statistics should be provided to the organizational managerial people about that quality cost model. Secondly, the cost of software quality model may be viewed as another class of software quality metrics where financials values are used as the measurement tools. Here, the financial value means that the financial value of the product means that this product is more selling than the another products. So that's why we need to spend more on the quality of that particular products which are making more financial contribution to the organizations. Now the business value of software testing. Basically, we perform software testings because we want to improve the quality of the products. And the software testing returns us the business values to the development organization. That's why software testing is a very important phase in software development. The first one is to detect the faults. We perform the software testing because the fault is detected in the product. If we provide the faulty products to the customer, that there will be no business value of the product. Similarly, documenting defects. We document the defects means that we maintain a proper documentations of each and every defects that is occurring in the product. So also we needs the it will increase the business value of the organization if we perform the documentations of the defects. Also, the business values of the software products is increased by providing the status reports and test metrics on the project progress. So then that will increase the success rate of the products. If we provide status reports and test metrics on a project progress, then this will gives us insight about the project quality. Status reports on the process implementation and product development is also very much important for software quality, and it gives us a good status reports about the process and the product development phases. Also, increasing the confidence in the product quality, we need the business value of software testing, that how many tests are performed. If less tests are performed, that means that we are not sure that that is product is of high quality. So increasing the confidence in the product quality, we need to perform more testing. Legal liabilities. Legal liability means that sometimes we requires software testings for the legal liabilities so that the third party people or third party organizations needs the status about the different software testing that is performed for that particular product. Decreases risk. Basically, software testing decreases the risk, and risks are certain factors that affects quality, cost, or the uh, and schedule of the project. So, risks are certain factors that can affect overall the project. So, to decreasing the risk, we require software testings, and for this purpose, exhaustive testing should be performed here. Number 8, ensuring predictable products. Ensuring the predictable products here means that we perform software testing so that we make sure that the high quality product is will be developed which we have predicted. Means that we are sure that when all these tests will be executed and their outcome is implemented in the software products, then it will make ensures that the high quality products will be provided to the end users which has been predicted, and we have in fact trusted by the customers. Number 9, enhancing reputation for products. It is said that the good reputed products is always well tested. For example, in the daily life, if we want to buy a laptop, so the high quality laptops is well tested for each and every aspects of the laptops. For example, the charging capabilities, their efficiency of the CPU, similarly the RAM and the cache memories capabilities, and the similarly the screen resolution capabilities. So to enhance the reputation of the products, we need a business value of the software testing as well. Number 10, enhancing the reputation of the process quality. Here, for enhancing or to achieving the reputation for the process quality, we need to perform the exhaustive and complete testing here. And number 11, testings can prevent mission failures. This is the main features that if our software is highly mission oriented software, or it is dependent softwares, means that a lot of people and other machinery depending on our softwares. So good testings prevent the mission failures. So when we want to launch a satellites, first we need to test the softwares on the ground station, and if we test that for all sort of testing, so then we will make sure that these testing are performed exhaustively, then it will prevent the mission failure of that particular product. Calculation of software quality cost. These are different metrics which are used in the calculation of software quality. There are in fact one general matrix, and that matrix is called cost of quality. Cost of quality, it is the abbreviation of COQ, which means that the cost of control plus cost of failure of the control. So these are two different values which are added together to make the cost of the quality. First one is cost of control. Cost of controls means that the cost that will occurs on the prevention cost and the appraisal cost. So control means that to prevent that certain errors will not occur, and also the appraisal cost means that the the quality uh, staff will make sure and they will review the products that the quality has properly has been implemented in the products. And also plus cost of failure controls, where cost of failure controls is equal to internal failure cost plus external failure cost, means that the black box cost failure cost as well as the white box failure cost, means that so internal filler cost is in fact the black box cost, means that in the cost of the fillers that occurs on the internal structures, while external filler cost means that the cost of the fillers that occurs on the external structure failure. For example, the system crash or the input output problems are another exceptions. So these are two different matrices. These are two different matrices: cost of control plus cost of failure of controls, and they are added together to make the cost of the quality. Now, actual cost of the software quality. These are in fact statistics informations which gives you in insights that how much cost occurs on the quality of the product. So basically here you can see this is from 0 to 100, it is the total software development project cost. For example, if the 40 million is the cost of the projects, so what is the ratio of the quality as well? So it is in fact the total quality cost, means that overall quality cost in 100%. And these are two types of softwares, that is good projects with a higher quality, while not so good project with the bad quality. So usually if the project is of the higher quality, mean it is a good quality project, So then there will be less cost on the quality of the product. Means that only the detection cost will occur, but there will be no cost occurs on fixing the problem because there will be no problem in the project. While if the project is very much bad, that means there is no quality in the project, then no not so good project means that that project is full of the defects and errors, then there will be higher cost of software quality in the project. So you can see that it depends on the skills of the software engineer who are developing the project. If they are less experienced and they inject more errors in the projects, then the project quality cost will be also higher. And if they inject, for example, if they inject more errors, that is the less experienced software engineer, then the cost of software quality will be higher, as well as the experienced and professional software developers will result in high quality products. So automatically the cost of software quality in that particular project will also be low. So from 40 to 67% of costs are of software quality. So mainly if we do a research on any sort of the successful projects, 40 to 65% of overall of the project will be the cost of software quality. So that means that the development costs are minor, but quality costs are too much higher. And these are the software testing cost and also the cost of the fixing the bugs in the software products after they are detected during the software testing. Now, cost of software quality. As we already said that it is based on industry experience, and that experience was performed in 1993. So quality as a percentage of development cost and is 40 to 67%, means that 40 to 67% cost will occur on the software quality, and that statistic is provided by the Waterhouse 1993 experience. So this is a very big cost, and it depends on if the project is developed by the highly experienced software engineers and well skilled software engineers, then that cost will can be reduced here. And at the end of our lecture, we will discuss that how you can reduce this cost by adopting certain methodologies, and that will be in the end of this lecture. Now, in the United States, in 2018, they have the problems with the Malaysian cyber crimes, and most of their servers are attacked by the cyber attackers. So they have calculated the cost of the quality as well on that particular projects. Now the Council of Economic Advisors said that $126 billion occurs on that prevention of that malicious cyber cost. So that's a big cost here. While CISQ extrapolated from the Lean IT, that is the consortium of IT software quality, extrapolated from Lean IT that $1.11 trillion occurred on that prevention of that malicious cyber crimes. So these attackers who have attacked the different servers of the United States, and then they have resulted in the big loss of economy of the United States. Similarly, the median average of both estimations said that 1.43 trillion well occurs that is occurred on the malicious cyber cost of the United States in just 1 year. So that is the big amount that has been spent on the software projects which are full of the malicious cyber costs. So means that they are easily attacked and they are in fact affected by the cyber attackers. So means that there is no quality for the security purpose in that particular project. So that's why those project costed so many for the United States. This shows that how the quality of software cost is very much important. So to measure the software quality cost is very much important, which we will in fact discuss in the upcoming lectures here. Now, how can your technology company reduce the cost of poor quality software? So it means that technology company here means that the development organizations can reduce the cost of the poor software quality here. So by adopting these four different reasons or methodologies, in fact, to reduce the cost of poor quality softwares. So these are general recommendations which includes the identifications and fixing problems and inefficient process as early as possible in the development pipeline. And that is before they happens, agile development operations and the continuous testing can help to achieve to reduce the cost of the poor quality software. So first we have to identify and then we require to fix certain problems and inefficient processes which are in fact possible in the development pipelines. Ideally, they in fact are happenings before or after the projects. So here the agiles, develops ops and the continuous testing can help to achieve this objectives. So we need to adopt the agile technologies or DevOps ops and continuous testings here to reduce the cost of the quality because this technology will help us to quick development as well as to the quick review as well. So in the agile, the pair programming is used mean that one programmer reviews the code of the developers on the same time during the software development. That's why the cost of the poor quality project can be reduced here. Number two, commit to measuring organization CPSQ. While CPSQ is the cost of poor software quality. Now, when we are committed that the organization CPSQs, that is the cost of poor software quality, can be made and inform the business case for investing in the new software quality processes and tools. So when we are using some old software quality processor and tools and we have measured the CPSQ for that particular processor and tools, then we will make mind that we have to throw these processors and tools to get right from them and to adopt some new processes and tools. So then this commitment will help us to reduce the cost of the poor quality software. Number three, track the results of the software's quality in both your business and relevant benchmark organization. So it means that we have to compare our development organization with the benchmark organizations. So benchmark organization are those organizations which are already successful organization and they act as a standard for us. So we need to compare those are development organizations which are already achieving the higher quality products, and then we will adopt their tools and processes in our organization, and that will reduce the cost of poor quality. And number four is sensible areas of focus will likely to include the cost of the ownerships, which means the profitability, impact on human performance, innovations, enhancement, and enablement, and the effectiveness of the mission critical IT system. So these are the sensible areas. We must have to focus on all these particular areas in order to reduce the cost of poor quality softwares. So if we are succeeded to focus on these particular areas, for example, the cost of the ownerships means that the cost that is occurring by the customers for their ownerships Profitability means that the profits that we are gaining from the products. Impact on human performance means that the human performance impact on the quality, that if we are using the high quality expert persons, then it will also impact on the reducing the cost of the project quality. Similarly, enablement means that innovations, innovative technology that we are using for the development of the project, and the effectiveness of mission critical IT systems means that when the mission critical IT system are provided to us for the development, then we will say that that's is in fact quite effective projects, and we have to must implement the quality on that particular project so that it will be a successful project. So by adopting all these three methodologies, we can reduce the cost of the poor quality softwares for our development organizations. Now, dear students, this is the end of the lectures. If you want to read more about these topics, you can read this book. This is the reference books, and it is the software's quality assurance from theory to the implementation, written by Daniel Gallen. And still, if you have any confusions about these topics, you can ask your question to the email. That is, send your question to my email, that is m.kadim@theredcast.edu.pk. I will wait for your question and will respond immediately as soon as I get them. Thank you very much.